So 6 months ago, I quit my previous full-time job as a content creator for an organization and decided to just make my own content for my own YouTube channel, for my Instagram and for my Facebook page. And it's been a journey. It's been an interesting journey over the last 6 months. It's been really fun. It's been really challenging. It's been scary. It's been exciting. It's kind of just been, I don't know, kind of a lot of extremes in some ways. And so today I just wanted to do a super candid, chill, talking to the camera, talking to you guys video without much editing, hopefully. Just to kind of reflect on the last 12 months being a full-time content creator and kind of how it's been, how I found it. And I feel like it's more of a a therapeutic thing for myself more than a video. But hopefully if you're one of the people who has been watching for a while and you have been following along with my journey, then hopefully it'll be interesting. Or if you're looking to do content creation yourself, hopefully this will give you a bit of insight into what it's like to actually do it full time. But anyway, I just wanted to start off by saying that I really do genuinely love it. Like, I feel super lucky that I'm able to create content, you know, like, that I'm interested in on a regular basis, because it's fun. Like, I get to work with cool tech, get cool stuff sent to me, work on what I want to work on, set my own schedule, all that kind of thing, work from home, you know, like it's really good. I think it's just awesome. I'm definitely not complaining about any of that. I think it's just, it's great. But I feel like the flip side of it is that there's definitely big challenges I've found when it comes to this being a full-time job or like a full-time career choice. And I think the thing that I've really had to come face to face with is kind of like a lot of fear, is probably to put it viscerally. And I think it's just similar to how it feels anytime you're going to start a small business. Like I've started and helped to grow small businesses in the past, and it's kind of similar. Like there's definitely similar feelings and challenges. But I feel like being a solo content creator kind of just intensifies that even more. And I think the reason is because it all kind of comes back to you as the creator. Like, it's all on you. You can't rely on anyone else. Even in businesses I've been in the past, there's been other people involved. So that's not all up to me. Whereas in this business, this business venture, it's all up to me because like I'm the one creating the content. I'm the one editing. I'm the one scripting, filming. I'm in the content, all that kind of thing. And so it feels more like intense to come face to face with the risk that it could fail, essentially. And I think in the past, when I've worked for other people, it's always easy to sort of shift the blame. If I feel like I'm not doing well, it's like, oh, it's someone else's fault or whatever. But in this, you just can't shift the blame. Like if my content's not doing well, it's because I didn't make it well, you know, like I didn't research it well enough, or I didn't do a good enough video, whatever it is. And so it really forces me to actually look at, am I doing a good enough job? How can I improve? Like, what can I do better? And I've been thinking, I wonder if that's actually one of the biggest reasons why so many people don't actually try it. Because it does seem like, and I do still think that there's huge potential upside to being a content creator, to creating your own stuff. So many people don't try it. Like, I think I've heard, 10% of people who watch content think about making content, and then 10% of those people actually make content, and then 10% of those people actually stick with it. So it's like a tiny percentage of people who consume content also create content consistently. And I do think maybe that's part of the reason why, because it forces you to really come face to face with the possibility that you might fail at something. And for me, that's pretty intense. Like, that's kind of like, man, I can't blame anyone else if this fails. It'll be on me. And I think it's maybe really think about how I feel about failure. And how it's probably way too attached to how much value I give myself. I think it's been a good thought experiment, or like experience for me to really realize and to really grapple with the idea that if this fails, I'll still be the same person. And I think it's a really good thing to think about for me. Like, even in the last month or so, I've been really thinking, man, what if this fails? And I think I've started to realize, I'm definitely still got a long way to go, but I think I'm starting to realize I'll still be the same person. I won't be any less of a person than I was before. And so it's okay, you know? So anyway, that's kind of a very long-winded way of just saying, I think it is scary and challenging coming face to face with the possibility that I could fail at something and no one else. I can blame no one else, essentially. Like, it's purely because of me. But following on from that, I think the other big challenge when it comes to being a solo content creator for me is staying self-motivated. And I think I've learned a lot about being self-motivated over the years through, previous business stuff. And I feel like that's I've got a bit of a strength with that in my own personality, but it's still a big struggle, especially when I come up against like challenges and setbacks. Like at the start of the year, in my first month of being a full-time content creator, a whole bunch of things I feel like was just like one thing after another of setbacks. Like I crashed my electric skateboard, fell off, and I literally almost completely destroyed my one camera. And then I was kind of like recovering from the injuries of that for a little while. I also spent a night in the hospital at the start of the year. It's all good now, but that was a bit of a setback and a bit challenging. And then of course, kind of the obvious thing, which is like videos that haven't done well, videos that have just completely flopped. That always feels like a big setback because it's like, I put a lot of effort into them and they just don't go anywhere. And so it's kind of those two things, fear of failure and then setbacks. And then it's like, man, why am I still doing this? I think that's the thing I've been constantly facing. I'll be totally honest, even today, I had some pretty big disappointments and setbacks this week. And so I just feel like giving up. Like I don't want to, I genuinely feel like today, I said to my wife, like, I just want to give up. I just want to do something else because it's really hard, like mentally, it's a challenge to keep going when it's scary and there's setback after setback or you have disappointments. The thing I keep coming back to is kind of two things. One is perseverance, because I really want to learn perseverance. I don't want to just give up easily when things get tough, because everything I've heard from pretty much anyone who I look up to or respect is that oftentimes the things that you want or the goals that you have or where you want to be is kind of on the other side of challenges and setbacks, and it's about learning to keep getting up when you get knocked down. And I think it's a struggle for everyone, including myself. It's always been a struggle to keep going when you just keep getting knocked down and knocked down and knocked down. It's become so easy to think, man, why am I still doing this? So that's one thing I'm really trying to persevere with, is just perseverance. Keep going, get knocked down, get up again, give it another go, see what you can learn from, that mistake or that setback or whatever it was, and then use that hopefully for the better next time. And then the other thing is keeping the reason why I'm doing this in the first place at the forefront of my mind. And again, I think the same thing applied when I was in my other small business ventures. I was just constantly remembering why I'm doing this in the first place, because when I come back to that, it's like, oh, okay, I can keep going for that reason. A big reason for me is it's simple and not very nuanced yet, but I just want to be able to make a small difference in the lives of other people for positive, like a positive difference. Like I saw someone commented, I did an ultra wide review of my ultra wide monitor maybe 6 months ago or something, and someone commented on it and said, hey, thanks for making this video, it really helped me. And I assume it means that it helped them decide which monitor to buy, and it seems trivial, like helping someone buy a consumer product, like it seems really trivial, but at least it kind of made a small difference in that person's life, and hopefully it did help them buy the better monitor, that will give them a better experience. And like, I love that. I feel like there's so much negativity in the world, and in my own head at times, I just want to be able to inject a little bit of positivity into the world. And so when I come back to that reason, it's like, okay, I can make another video. Even if like just one or two people see it and it helps them in some small way, then it's worth it, And so that's what I keep coming back to. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to just get those challenges off my chest, just because it's a difficult week, and I feel like maybe part of it is that I feel like I'm always presenting the good part of being a content creator, as a lot of people do. I think like it's easy to present the finished product, like the polished piece of work that you've worked through the challenges to achieve, without actually displaying the challenge or the process, if that makes sense. So maybe that's what I'm trying to get at, is, I don't know, trying to be more transparent and more just open with the process and the behind the scenes of the content I'm creating, because I don't want to just create, content that is unrealistic or just always positive in an unrealistic way, I guess. So anyway, if you got to the end of the video, leave an emoji of a cup of coffee. This is tea, but I don't think there's a tea emoji. If there is a tea emoji, leave a tea emoji. But if not, leave a coffee emoji. I'm going to keep going. I think, yeah, like I said at the start of the video, I don't want to make it out like this is so hard, or like, you know, poor me or anything like that. I think I'm just trying to express and share, yeah, the whole picture when it comes to, yeah, this career choice and content creation in general, because I do feel like I share a lot of the positives because they are there and they're amazing. Like I literally pinch myself sometimes thinking like, man, I literally am paid to talk about stuff that I enjoy and be creative in my own way and to make videos. Like it's actually crazy. If you told me that I was going to be doing this, I don't know, 4 years ago, I was going to be doing this full time, like I probably wouldn't have believed you. So anyway, I hope that was encouraging to someone, or interesting at the very least. I will stop rambling now, but hope you're having a great day and a great week. And other than that, I'll see you very soon in the next video.